the music is very vulnerable, but then you know that it's like, oh, but that's the vulnerability of a bad bitch.
Hey friends, it's your girl Emily Curl. Welcome back to my virtual studio. Today we're hanging out with Agnez Mo. Hi Agnez!
I just want to be comfortable.
I was about to say, in the green hoodie, I love it. Today we are doing our segment called Frame by Frame because your new music video for Patience just released today, which by the way, congratulations. How do you feel?
I feel relieved, but I feel like it's just started. You know what I mean? Because the fans are excited about it, and obviously they probably would want more, like, oh, the behind the scenes, like how do you create that look? And so I'm just excited that it's finally out.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do some behind the scenes today. So we're gonna go through frame by frame. We picked out a couple of our favorite shots. You can tell us what went on behind the scenes there. So let's go ahead and throw up our first frame. And to tee this one up, I want you to set the scene for us. Again, where, not only the location wise, but again, like when you're thinking about the inspiration for this music video, I know this is a vulnerable song for you. It's an important song. Tell me a little bit about what you wanted to translate when you were thinking of the ideas for the creative for it.
Well, I'm working with Danny as my co-director, and then when we first talked about like what's the approach, right? Because usually when people see my music video, it's very like big production, a storyline, kind of like cinematic movie like. But I think for this one, I just want it to be like super straightforward. It's just me with the fashion, me with my vulnerability, with my heart, you know what I mean? So people can really see what I'm going through, watching all the scenes. And in that particular set, that was actually the very first set when we did, I think it was like the first outfit, if I'm not mistaken. And it was, what's so cool about it is that we didn't have many crews working with us that day for this music video. And we, of course, like there are, probably about like 10 to 15 people, but usually, as you know, a music video would require, so many more people. But we actually did it for a reason, because we just wanted to feel like it's an authentic experience, where I was just surrounded by my closest people and not like, oh, this is a music video shoot.
Right, a huge production. That's interesting because like I said, I feel like it matches the vibe of the song. And a great segue into this next frame, because we actually see you in some of these scenes, you're journaling, but we see you writing in here. What were you writing in the scenes? Were you actually journaling?
It was inspired by what I was going through, when I wrote the song, obviously, because I like, even though I can journal on, iPad or whatever, I'm like an old school person. I feel like writing on a piece of paper, like it just gives some sort of like nostalgic feel to it. So that's what I always do. Like usually when I have some lyrics or poems, or if I write a script, like I actually love starting everything on a book, you know what I mean? Like on a piece of paper. And so that was just kind of like inspired by what I usually do when I want to write my songs. Yeah.
I'm the same way. And I'm curious, for this actual scene, when when they're getting the shots of you writing, are you scribbling or do you actually write words to mimic? Are you like signing stuff?
I was writing like the lyrics of Patience, drawing some like cartoons and stuff like that. But hey, like I looked like I was journaling. So
you did. You were deep in thought. I appreciate it. Method acting.
Let me think.
And one thing I love about the video too, you talked about this, is the fashion moments. So let's jump to our next frame because we need a moment to appreciate this bling that you got going on.
Yeah.
First off, it's amazing. Tell me about this look.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my stylist, Joey. The conversation just kind of happened organically. And we just started talking about, hey, like, what about if like, my look is like this? And so it happened so organically. And then this whole look, literally, I just told them I want to look Brooklyn. I want to look, you know what I mean? Like New York, you know, I want to look like I'm fashion, you know, like it's not like I'm wearing fashion, but I want to see like I am fashion, right? You know, like I am inspired a lot by TLC, Aaliyah vibe, where it's kind of like it's not trying too hard, but the sauce is just there, you know what I mean? And I love like big puffer jacket, you know. I don't really like wearing, you know, like tight skirts or tight pants or whatever, you know. I'm petite, like I like everything kind of like big and baggy and really comfortable, and sneakers, you know. So that was what we focused on. And I remember telling him that I want a moment where it's like big puffy jacket and just like black on black with a lot of blings. And that's what we did.
I think you hit the nail on the head. This vibe fits you so well to me because it's something about, it's like, it's casual everyday streetwear mixed with like some special moments. Like, so it feels special still, but it's still like sexy and cool.
Yeah, and I think like for the hair as well, because we didn't really like plan it, right? Like when it comes to hair and makeup, we just kind of like know the direction, but we don't have it like planned out. Oh, for this one particular, for this outfit, the hair needs to be like this. So it was.
You decide on set?
Yeah, we decided on set. So me and Ray, my hairstylist, we were like, we know that we're gonna do some like braid moments. We're gonna have some braid moments, but we just don't know for which look. And is it like a ponytail or is it like too braided a style? And we just decided that, oh, okay, since there's like a lot going on here, I think we need to do something where it's like you can kind of see the braids over here. So again, like that's what we did.
Fire. I've got to bring up our next frame because let's talk about this outfit as well. I want to talk about this puffer jacket because again, another cool moment where we see another cool piece. Tell me a little bit about this one.
You know what? Like it wasn't even supposed to be in the scene. So that was literally the outfit that I came to the location in. So I bought that puffer jacket. I remember, I think I was like in, I want to say Melrose. And I was just like hanging with my friends, and I felt like I felt cold, and I felt like, oh man, there's a cute jacket over there. Let me just like go there and warm myself up with this jacket, and that's about it. Like when, you know, me and my co-director talked about like what's the first look, I'm just like, maybe this, you know, because that's what we want to like capture, right? Like the day-to-day, me going through, you know, emotions throughout the week. So that should be like the first one. And there you go.
I've got another fashion moment I've got to bring up. Let's jump to our next frame with this red moment. I was obsessed with it. I think this is my favorite.
Oh my God.
But also the acting skills here. Like I love, who are you on the phone with, by the way? And is this your phone?
Nobody.
Or are you just faking it?
Nobody. I was faking it the whole time. To be quite honest with you, I am such a planner, like usually. But I think it was such a great moment for me to step out of my comfort zone, because I'm such a planner and I'm such a perfectionist that usually I would feel nervous, you know, not knowing exactly what's gonna happen next. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why usually when I direct, I make sure that I have the storyboards, the time and everything, just so that I can prepare everything. But then we actually wanted to try a different approach on this one. We just kind of had a story, like just a storyline with no like, just the guidelines, I guess, with no like storyboards or whatsoever.
Do you think it's because this song was like so raw that you wanted the video to kind of match the vibe?
I think so. And not only that, I think there's a sense of trust working with Danny as well, because it wasn't quite like business, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, you know, you're the AD, or you're the co-director, or you're this, you know. There's like a sense of trust because we spoke about it, we discussed about it actually a long time ago about, you know, creating something. So there's always like, you know, when there's a sense of trust, I feel like we can let go more on set, you know, and not so like try to micromanage everything. And I think that's what the experience was all about with Danny. And we didn't plan this scene. We didn't plan on doing, oh, let me just be on the phone or whatever. No, it was like literally we were supposed to shoot another scene like right next door. But then we saw this like really cute garage with like old vintage metals and, everywhere. We walked in there obviously like that was a part of the set, but we shouldn't be there. So we just went there and we're like, oh my God, like this is perfect. Like we should do something here. And we just created the scene there. And yeah it's so unplanned, but it kind of works perfectly.
Well, let's jump to our next frame because we have some cool camera effects, obviously some cool editing effects. And one of our producers pointed out that he thought that it was shot on film. Was the video shot on film? Do you know?
No, it was an
Really?
Alexa, which is my favorite camera. Obviously, if I can shoot with 16 or 35, it would have been amazing. But Alexa is always like my go-to camera. Because I like how, like I think the way that that camera captures the color and the light is a little differently if I were to use like red cam or something. I just prefer Alexa better. Let's
jump to our next frame because I want to go back to, again, you preparing on set, talking about this set seems different. Because we see some really intimate moments like here when you're looking at the camera, you're singing, it feels like we're a part of it. Where do you go mentally on set to do a scene like this? Like, is it something, are you singing the lyrics in your head? Are you thinking about the inspiration behind it? Or is it just playing the music on set? What does it look like?
I think what helped was the fact that I'm also an actress. Like back home in Indonesia, I did a lot of, like TV series. So it's kind of like, it's so natural, right? For me to just be in the moment. And play the role, I guess, if you want to say, you
can like lean in a little.
So, and then especially because it's inspired by my true story pretty much, right? So it's so easy to just go back there and remember how it feels. And I think that's what most artists usually channel. Like they would channel into, oh, I remember the feelings back when I wrote it, and you just kind of like repeat it on stage or like on set. And that's what I did.
All right, Agnez, we got one last frame for you that we want to show because again, I thought this was such a cool moment and another cool outfit. We see you outside. Tell me a little bit about this look for you. And these were kind of in the ending scenes, I feel like. So wrapping up the video with these.
Yeah. When I first talked to my team, I told them that I want to kind of capture like the blue color of the sky. When it comes to a visual, and I always call myself a visual artist, I think it's so important that you also find the right color tone to match like a specific mood, right? Like a specific
totally. Color theory is so important.
Yeah, everything, and I want to make sure that it's kind of like that dark, more like, grayish, bluish color, but you see like kind of like a pop of color on my outfit, but the rest is just blue, gray, like really neutral color. So that's kind of like the inspiration behind it. And other than like that one specific look that I wanted, I was pretty much like open to any ideas that we could think of on set. But this is one thing that I really wanted to have. Like I told them that I want to have, a moment where I just walk and then I could see the blue sky, and then it should be shot like around like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. when it's already dark.
Agnez, the video is so good. And like you said, I love this other side of you that we get to see, not only with the lyrics of the song, but again, in the visuals, like you said, the storytelling. For your fans who are watching, and again, and we talked about this earlier, you have such an amazing fan base. For the fans that are watching and they see this video, what do you hope that they take away from it?
I think I would hope that they enjoy my me evolving as an artist and also me evolving as a human being, and I always say this, your lyrics and your songs, your album, it can only represent who you are as a human being, you know what I mean? And I think, stop being so stuck on the idea of, okay, Agnez Mo is like this and Agnez Mo should do more like this, and Agnez Mo should do more this kind of music, and just enjoy the ride, because guess what? Even me, myself, like I don't know what I'm gonna write, the next day. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about next week, So I think what I definitely would want them to see is that this is me, whatever you're seeing, whatever you're watching, whatever I'm giving you, it's never not the authentic me, even though
true.
You know what I mean? Like, even though you might feel like, oh, wait, but that's not you. Believe me, that's me. You just probably haven't seen that side of me yet, or maybe because I wasn't ready to give you a sneak peek of that side of me yet, So, and that's what I want them to understand.
Yeah, I think that's what's so powerful about women artists in this generation is like, I think we're all embracing, and again, me as like a viewer and a listener, that like women are so layered, that you're allowed to be a bad bitch. You're also allowed to be vulnerable. You're allowed to embrace your sexuality. You're allowed to be smart, and you're allowed to do all these things that like, instead of having to be an artist to build a brand, it's like you can fully have lots of layers to that.
Absolutely. And that's the reason why I feel like if you take a look at the lyrics as well, it's the music is very vulnerable, but then that it's like, oh, but that's the vulnerability of a bad bitch. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it's not like
the confidence and the groundedness. It's like, it's there.
Exactly. Because then I say, hey, like, you're dealing with my heart, just have some patience, because I ain't like those other girls. Like, I'm blatant. I'm not your hobby. So it's kind of like, stand my ground, like telling that, but it's in a very like pretty melodies, so
all of it packaged up into a bow. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And there's one line that I really, really love. There's rules, so nothing can be done until I decide it, so don't try it. So that is like, like if you only listen to the lyrics, you without like the music, you would think that that's a lyric of like a, fun and upbeat song.
Totally.
You know what I mean? But then it's actually, we can actually still stand our ground and still be beautiful, telling it.
Yes, and boundary setting is hot. I'm sorry, it's sexy.
Yeah, exactly. So
I love it.
What patience is about.
Oh my God, Agnez, this is so great, truly. Like, I love having you here. Thank you so much for going through frame by frame. And again, congratulations on this song.
No, thank you so much for asking me all the right questions. Like, I always love to share my experience on set. And I think the fans would also appreciate that, because I don't like normally, talk in length, I guess, when it comes to my process. So
we're so excited to have you. And of course, all the fans watching, if you haven't already, which I know your fans have, but go stream Patience, watch the music video. And Agnez, we'll see you again very soon.
All right. Thank you so much, Emily. Thank you, iHeart.
Thanks for watching our Frame by Frame with Agnez Mo and her new video, Patience. Make sure you stream the song and, of course, watch the video and let us know your favorite part in the comments down below. And we'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.